Hello all, my name is Harkranum, and I'm here for one purpose and one purpose only, to wake you up to your true self. Welcome to my channel. I'll offer my opinions based on the way I look at facts, to bring you to your true self. I won't be using any Bible references or scientific language until later episodes. I do believe in the God, but not in a way the Bible depicts or is understood by the many, but that is a whole other video. I will not babble on about myself at the moment, as there is much to tell you, but if you do want to know just what kind of nutjob is speaking to you, skip to the episode A Bit About Me. If you like this video series and would like to ask me any question about me or yourself, then jump into my Discord Q&A server anytime and I'll give you an answer. I will be doing a live Q&A on Thursdays for 1 to 2 hours, depending how juicy the chat is, at 8 o'clock in the evening GMT. Leave your comments below and don't forget to subscribe if you like this channel. Thank you. I will start this video series I've created myself by using knowledge and self-reflection gained from my own life's experiences to bring life's big questions into basic explanations. I will start you on your own journey of self-discovery and knowledge. Some of the ideas I promote in my videos could be classed by some as downright mental and I should be in an asylum. I say it's my will to do anything I want my way if it helps me in any way and does not harm others. Fear is the killer of the soul, and it is the only thing ever holding you back. Stop being a sheep and gain control. The phrase "stop being a sheep" has been thrown around so much these days that we've all forgotten what a sheep truly is and how it's reared till slaughtered. Anyone who says to you "stop being a sheep" are still in the farm and are still sheep. I admit, I am still in the farm. I am still a sheep because, as you have noticed, I have put an advert in this video. I do still need food, roof over my head at the very least, so the word sheep has become more of a way to just slander and demoralise people who are not invested in the subjects that they are invested in. So when I say stop being a sheep to you, I am actually telling you to actually break free from the worry, stress and fear that you have. Not how the world is bad and the people are bad and that you should be worried and need to know this information and believe it or you'll be classed as a sheep. Let's break it down to sheep level. A sheep is born, reared by a mother in field, eats grass, spends its day in a field being moved around by a sheepdog and then slaughtered. Okay, now human level. We're born, eat food, spend our days moving around and working, spend our money, then we die. Sheep have a better life. Why, you may ask? Sheep don't have fear because they know who controls them. The sheepdog. They know they'll always have somewhere to eat, drink and sleep safely. Then one day eventually die because their mothers and siblings are gone. They do not fear death. They know it just is. All they care about is eating grass, being near each other and not worrying about anything. You may say, what are you talking about? They get scared easy and run from anything coming towards them. Think of it like this. Imagine a lion walking towards you in a field and you're unarmed. Would you be nervous or even run? I think I'd probably even run. Sheep display basic survival behaviour. Now, imagine if we had that sheep's mentality, our intellect and true emotions. Wouldn't life be nice? Well, what separates us from sheep here? Fear. Fear creates so many problems in our life that it eventually takes over and makes us do some things that we should never have done and full of regrets of things we should have. I know this because I have done both. Fear is a part of our biological makeup. It's a major part of our survival instincts, and it has helped us to deal with immediate threats that are upon us. This is why we have survived over millennia and has helped us become the most dominant species on the planet. So what do we have to fear these days? There are no wild animals we have to worry about. We have no immediate threat of invasion into our homes. So what do we fear? We fear being broke, no food and shelter, working hours, family struggles, social problems, war and death. When you stop these fears and realise that you do have the power to change your perception and in most cases change the world around you, you'll be free from the big shackles holding you down in your life. I will now go back to the main point of this video, and that is that sheep are controlled in their world by the dog, and the dog is controlled by the farmer, and the farmer is controlled by the... I'll let you finish that. So sheep are controlled and so are we. If you're a person who is saying right now, no one controls me, I'm not a sheep, I'm not in the farm, I'm totally free to do what I want to do, I will say you're wrong, and now I'll explain why. You wake up one morning and go to work, you pay bills, enjoy material things, you know, you got your habits, you enjoy nice, go out with your friends, you know, when you're in a well-paid job, you pay bills, get a nice house, life is good, got enough money in the bank to finance a nice new car. Yeah, no one controls me. 2 weeks later, you're doing 50 hours per week at your new high-end IT, special IT job, and get a call from your hospital saying your partner's had an accident. You rush out to hospital. Your partner's in a bad condition, and you might not pull through. You stay by her bedside and call work and tell them you won't be coming in for a couple of weeks. You're upset and scared. You're not fearing, this is emotion. Fear is when you start playing out in your mind the next year of your life without your partner if she dies. And then you can't stop thinking about life without her. What are you going to do? How are you going to manage? What is going to happen? You are fearing for yourself. This is fear. 2 weeks later, your partner dies in hospital. You are upset and don't want to eat. You know, you're grieving. You just cry and sleep. This is emotion. You get a call from work asking when you'll be back. You say, don't know, and that you'll get in touch with them. After a couple of weeks of grieving, you start thinking about work for 1 minute before crying again. Then a couple of hours later, you start thinking about work 10 minutes and start thinking, when will you be fit enough to go back to work before feeling better? Then go to sleep. You wake up and start crying again, and then start thinking about work and how you should go back soon or they'll replace me and I'll be out of a job. You start crying again and spend the rest of the day sobbing. The next day you feel better, but now thinking about work every hour and how you should ring up and say you'll be back at work soon, but worried that they might get a bit annoyed over the phone, so leave it till tomorrow. You ring up the next day as you're feeling better now, even though you don't quite feel ready to go back to work. You need to soon because it'll help with the grief and you'll need the money. So you ring up to tell them you'll be in work next week. They say, we need you in tomorrow, as they've started looking for other people because they weren't sure if you're going to come back. You say, okay, because you don't want to lose your job, and you go back the next day. You're at work now, and you really don't want to be here at the moment. You put a brave face on when you walk back in. Your boss welcomes you back and has a chat with you for an hour, saying sorry, calling you back so quickly. I really didn't want to, but I had to. Then setting you on the task you need to do, and off you go. This is fear induced on you by nothing more than the farm you're living in. And in this example and point, you will see that the boss used fear to get you back to work. This is controlled by fear, and it is in your life and mind a lot more than you realise. Now, if you told the boss that you won't be coming back in till you're ready, even if it costs your job, putting your car and home at risk, but know, with your skills and belief in yourself, that you could get another job when you are ready, you have broke out from the chains, and you are no longer in fear of the system. You are still in the system though. I have also tried to drive the point across here about how quick fear can take hold of you. And it starts small by just a thought. Some people have phobias, which are basically really vivid visions in their mind of the thing they fear, and when confronted with the phobia, they have a severe rush of adrenaline, which sometimes cause them to fit or physically freeze. Now this leads me to the brain, and how a simple thought that is based on fear, if consciously thought about, will grow into more impossible or very unlikely bad outcomes, which then makes you stressed, and this is when it has you. The bill you're worried about because you're a month behind on rent is making you stressed with lack of sleep and headaches and family breakdown. Well, that all started when you gave in to fear and started hoping instead of believing. So, to wrap up this video, what I am saying when I say stop being a sheep is to let go of all fear you have about anything in your life right now and start looking at every challenging situation in your life as simply being a learning experience, and do not fear it. When you allow stress caused by fear thoughts to start affecting you, you will make worse decisions, immoral decisions in some cases, and it is because you stopped believing in yourself and gave up to fear. Leave your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe if you like this channel. Next episode, I explain why, in my opinion, hope is bad for you and belief is the only way. Thank you for listening. Harkranum out.